Welcome back, everybody. We are here talking everything Abilene, Texas. I'm Zach Vines with the Vines Realty Group with Keller Williams here in Abilene, local realtor, and I want to be your realtor. If you're looking to move here, give us a like, give us a subscribe to tune into more of these videos. Today, I have a special treat for you. Stay tuned for 5 neighborhoods if you're looking for homes priced between $250,000 to about $300,000. I have 5 neighborhoods that I would highlight in the Abilene area. I'll be talking on where they're located, what are the perks of them, what they have along with them, and even schools, so that you can be educated and informed to make the best decision. Again, if you're looking to move to the area, I want to be your realtor and your resource for that move. There's a form, a link to a form in the bottom comment here that you can click, submit the form. We'll reach out to you and we'll get connected. And then also like, subscribe, all the things, so that you can stay tuned to many more videos and learn more and more about Abilene, Texas and what it has to offer. Carriage Hills. We have a neighborhood that has sidewalks throughout, very nice homes. The size of a home ranges anywhere from 1,500 square feet to about 2,000 square feet. Most of these are open floor plans, so your kitchen and living room are open floor plan. We have also split floor plans, so you have your primary bedroom on one side of the house and then the other bedrooms on the other side of the house. It is typically a 3-bed to 4-bedroom home, 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage, and an HOA neighborhood. It is an HOA. We can go in depth on what HOA neighborhoods are like around here in another video. I would say, from my experience of talking with other buyers from around the country, our HOA neighborhoods are not as strict and maybe aggressive as others around the country. So just something to keep in mind. It does keep your neighborhood looking clean, crisp, and a certain standard to your neighborhood. So there are definitely pros and cons with HOA neighborhoods, but this one is located in one. You are also just east of Kirby Lake. So Kirby Lake is a lake where there's a baseball field out there, a few of them. There's a park. You can also go fishing. I would say it's not a large lake where you do a lot of boating and things like that. It's a smaller lake, but it is a lake nonetheless. We have a street specifically called Lake Ridge. Those houses are on the outskirts of the neighborhood. They have balconies to them, and they can actually overlook into the lake. Now, as you move into the neighborhood, you have other streets. I mean, some of the street names that come to mind is Spring Parkway. Of course, Carriage Hills is a street there. You have Wildflower Way, various street names, of course, but sidewalks throughout the entire neighborhood. And these homes priced anywhere from about $280,000, $290,000 to the lower $300,000. So we are dipping a little bit above $300,000 in our Abilene city. We are still very affordable within that price range, and this is one of those neighborhoods I would definitely keep on your radar if you are searching within that price point. Cimarron Meadows. This is my favorite new construction neighborhood right now. It is affordable. You have homes ranged anywhere from $230,000 to $280,000. You have an affordable new construction neighborhood. You also have the quality of homes. You can find some new construction homes that are cheaper than this, but I would say you're missing the quality then. I know these builders there, they are local builders, individual builders. It's not a nationwide company. So you get a different quality, and I mean, oftentimes you get what you pay for. So that is something to consider. These are builders: Travis Johnson with G. Johnson Homes. You have Legend Homes. You have Grow Services. These are local builders. There's others throughout the neighborhood. Those are the ones that come to mind. These homes are anywhere from 1,200 square feet to possibly 1,500 square feet. So it's a decent sized home. It might be a little bit on the smaller side, but it is brand new. You get 3 bedrooms, typically some are 4. You have 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage. The neighborhood has sidewalks throughout, and here's the big ticket. Get this: no HOA. You do not have an HOA to pay in this neighborhood. You do not have an HOA giving any deed restrictions of sorts. So it is HOA free, yet you get the sidewalks and the feel of an HOA. I have personally moved a lot of military members into this neighborhood as well, So it has that family feel to it. With the sidewalks there, you see people walking, the kids are riding bicycles. That's the kind of feel that you get in this neighborhood. So the school district for Cimarron Meadows is Abilene Independent School District. Typically it's Bowie, then Madison Middle School, Bowie's the elementary school, Madison Middle School, and Cooper High School. So just something to keep in mind, you're in Abilene Independent School District. Being born and raised here, that is the school district that I was raised in. I like to think I turned out pretty well. So Wiley is the desirable one right now, but Abilene Independent School District, it's still top notch compared to other districts in other cities. That's just my personal opinion. These homes, being individual builders, they don't all look the same. There's some different character to it. Some have brick and stone, some are all brick, some have stone on the top half, some on the bottom. So you got a little bit of different character to these homes in this neighborhood. So this neighborhood started being developed in 2022. It is still currently in development phase. There are builders currently building right now. I would say last I checked, there are only a few available homes, and those are not even like completed right now. So it is a very desirable neighborhood. There's desirable price point and quality of home. If you're looking in this price point and you want a new home, this is definitely one of the spots that I would highly recommend you highlight and keep in mind and do some research on. It's off of Maple on the east side of Abilene. And so that is your location for this neighborhood. It is still pretty centralized in Abilene. You can get anywhere in about 10 to 15 minutes. But a lot of military do move here, even though the base is on the west side. It's still just about 10 to 12 minutes to get there. Heritage Parks. What is Heritage Parks? It is a northeast neighborhood. Price ranges anywhere from $240,000 to lower $300,000. This one is a little unique because you have homes that were built in the 80s, and you have homes built in the early 2000s, and then you have homes currently being built now by D.R. Horton and their 2025, 2024 year builds. They are brand new homes. So you kind of have these different phases of this neighborhood. What you also have is some of this kind of tier when they were built. Some of these homes are in HOA and some of them are not. I think they're shifting a little more towards HOA now with the homes they have there. You have a little, as you enter Heritage Parks through the main entrance, tucked off to the right is where you have kind of the early 2000 year build. On the left hand side, you would have the more established, with the established neighborhoods, you're gonna have more trees, more vegetation and growth into Heritage Parks. In the back right corner is where D.R. Horton is building their development out there. This neighborhood's tucked right beside Beltway North Church. It is not far from ACU and Hendrick North. You're also really close to the Allen Ridge area where there's shopping, restaurants, a turf field with a fountain pond out there. Really nice spot to check out. But you are in that price point, and you're not far from that Abilene Christian University, the Hendrick North, and those sort of things. So here in Heritage Parks, you have a variety of the size of home, year build of home, bedroom, bathroom count. Typically what you're seeing are 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2 bathroom, 2 garage, car garage. Now, one thing also to note is as you kind of go back into the neighborhood, you got D.R. Horton homes there. Before you get to those, you do have a stretch of some duplexes as well. So this is one of those neighborhoods where there's a lot intermixed, but it is all has a feel of, when I was out there last, there were families playing, riding bikes and such in the neighborhoods. So you have a good feel there. It also has a neighborhood playground. I would assume that goes along with the HOA. So it is a neighborhood that's affordable. Families are there, and you're not far from what Abilene has to offer, especially in this northeastern corner of Abilene. School district for Heritage Parks, you are looking at Abilene Independent School District. It is Taylor Elementary School, then it goes to Craig Middle School, and then Abilene High School. And so Abilene High, that is, I went to Cooper High School. Abilene High's the rivals, so I am partial to Cooper, but Abilene Independent School Districts are great. But that is the school district that you're in here. Taylor Elementary School just had a renovation done to it. So that one is top notch, ready to go. One thing, if you are a history fan like me, I do like history. These streets are named patriotically. So you have Patriot Commons, you have Boston, you have Saratoga, you have Continental, you have Independence. So if you want the patriotic theme, this is the neighborhood for you. All right, now let's talk Brook Hollow neighborhood. This is a central Abilene neighborhood. It is on the south side of town, more central, inside the loop, as we call it, the highway that circles around Abilene. This neighborhood is more established. We have homes built in the 1950s, 1960s. You have a variety of homes that are single story. You have some that are two-story. You have some with pools, some without. You have a lot more trees here than those that are maybe the newer neighborhoods as well. We are central Abilene. In schools, you are in the Abilene Independent School District. This is Austin Elementary School, which is the school I went to actually. Now they've done some renovating since I last been there. It used to be kind of a motel style where in order to leave your classroom, you had to go through the wet, cold, and everything. Now they have a modern, newly renovated school. It looks really nice, top notch. So Austin Elementary School. Then you feed into Madison Middle School or Mann Middle School, and then Abilene or Cooper High School. The line is really close to there, so it depends on where you're at. What I will say about this neighborhood as well is you do got to watch out for potentially the flood zone. What that is here in Abilene, I will say, you are at more risk for flood. FEMA comes in, they have their map, their elevations, and designate those flood zone and what that looks like. Abilene's drainage system was the streets at one time. They are working to really develop and improve on that, but the water will pile up in the street. Now the homes being flooded, it has been a very long time since homes have been flooded here in Abilene, but what you will have is, yes, some more risk to it. There's some creeks throughout this area in Brook Hollow, so you have a little bit added risk of flooding, but you have a slightly higher insurance cost with needing flood insurance if you bought a home using financing. Typically that cost is anywhere from $50 to $100 more per month. So it is minimal in the grand scheme of things, but you do have that extra cost for insurance coverage. Just something to keep in mind. Not all of the homes in this neighborhood have that flood insurance or need that flood insurance and are in that flood zone. So it depends on the home. And when I'm showing buyers homes, I already have that information ready before we even look at the home and make sure that it checks out for them. In this neighborhood, I mentioned you have a wide variety of homes with the style. You have two-story, one-story, pool, no pool. But you also have, they're not all open floor plans. And if you're like me and my wife, we don't really want that open floor plan because then guests come over, what do they see? Your dishes. And I don't know about you, I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. My kitchen's not always spotless. You might be like me. Maybe that'll come when they're older, but right now we are in the thick of it, as we like to call it, and having tons of fun with these youngins, but they keep us busy and our kitchen isn't always clean. So we don't like the open floor plan like some of those newer homes are being built. So if that's something that maybe isn't what you're wanting, maybe you should want to look at some of these different older neighborhoods. And these homes are still solid homes. I will say several of these have undergone renovations. You can just drive through the neighborhood and see which ones had work done on them, or maybe painted recently or remodeled on the inside. There is a lot more of that taking place here because they're not as new. So there's more opportunity for maybe an investor or even a homeowner to make it into more of a modern style home and what today you typically see in homes that are new. Here in the Brook Hollow neighborhood, your price range is anywhere from $200 to $300. There are a lot of factors that go into that. You have homes built in the 50s and 60s, two-story, one-story. They're anywhere from 2,000 square feet to 3,000 square feet. Some have a pool, some don't have a pool. A lot of different factors affect that price, obviously. This neighborhood, you don't have sidewalks throughout. You do have a school very, very close by, Austin Elementary School. You do have to watch out for some of these homes being in the flood zone, where flood insurance will be needed and required if you choose to purchase through financing. If you purchase cash, then it's up to you if you want to get that coverage. The reason this area has that is that there are some creeks that run through it. Elm Creek is one of them. So you do have the more potential for it to flood. Now, I will say we are a dry climate, and it has not flooded in a very long time. So it just depends on, of course, how much rain we get, but it has been years since a home has flooded. But there is that added risk, just something to keep in mind. Brook Hollow, it is actually a neighborhood that I grew up close to. My house was not far, my childhood home. My grandmother still lives in that neighborhood, so driven through there many a times. Well established, has the older home charm to it. Now there are remodels taking place as well, so it is a well-kept area. You have established trees, and that elementary school tucked right into that neighborhood really makes it one of those neighborhoods that I would highlight if you're looking for something that maybe has a little bit of older charm to it and is more established as well. Now let's talk Potosi Prairie. Let's just say if you're looking for half an acre, you want to lower your property taxes, this neighborhood might be the one you want to check out. We have half-acre lots. The property tax out there is 1.7% approximately, instead of the typical 2.3% in the city of Abilene. The reason for that is you are not technically in the city of Abilene when you're in Potosi Prairie. You have the county tax and the school tax, which makes your property taxes lower. So this is an area where you can save, you get a little bit more land with your home, and it also is a newer developed area. It's not brand new, but I would say it is still a top-notch neighborhood. They started the development of this, and the home build age ranges from 2016 builds to 2020. This neighborhood has a little uniqueness to it that I haven't seen anywhere else in Abilene, is they have flag lots. Now what a flag lot is you have a house in the front, and then you have a driveway on the side that tucks away to a house behind it. So there are flag lots in this neighborhood here. So if that is not a home that you want, there are also some that aren't all flag lots. So if you want more of a traditional setup, they do have those as well. With being outside city limits, what you see more of here, it is not an HOA, so you have a little bit more freedom. They have, if you drive through there, you'll see that they have massive shops that were built because they have that half acre. They want to put a shop in, maybe they work on their cars. Some of them maybe turn into kind of some additional living quarters. It just depends on what suits them best. There's a little bit more freedom and flexibility in that neighborhood. These homes are anywhere from 1,200 to 1,800 square feet. You have 3 bedrooms, sometimes 4-bedroom homes, 2 bathrooms. You typically have a 2-car garage. So most of what we've been talking about today with this video. So that is something where if you want more space, more land, a little bit less taxes, which most people go for, and more freedom to do with it what you want to do, this might be an area to highlight. The homes are priced anywhere from $250,000 to $300,000. Some may range a little above $300,000, not by much, but it is a neighborhood that it's done developing so far. They were built 2016 to 2020. And so now they are homes that have the space to them and the lower property taxes. And it's tucked away in the south part of Abilene as well. This does put you in Wiley schools. So you do get the Wiley School District, which is what is the desirable one right now. So something to keep in mind, and that also helps in future resale. I do not foresee these going down in value based on school or location or anything like that. You're in the south part of town, you have more of a rural country feel. So if that's what you're looking for, that's definitely what I would highlight. I would highlight one of these neighborhoods. This one here in Potosi Prairie is a good one for more of a rural feel, tucked away from the city, yet still close by, but you get the benefits of lower property taxes, bigger lots, and some more freedom and flexibility with what you can do out there. So that's a wrap. There are 5 neighborhoods that we are highlighting. Price point between $250,000 to $300,000. Those are the neighborhoods we would highlight, where they're at, what they have going on for them. Did I miss any neighborhoods? Those of you that are locals, let me know if I missed any. Let me know if there's a price range you prefer to see. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all the things, so that we can be your informative advisor of Abilene, so you can see what Abilene is like, and if this is the place for you. We like to be affordable, we like to be friendly. That's what Abilene's all about. Very community feel. So stay tuned, check into our next video. We're throwing them out weekly. I'll see you on the next one.